Matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world. A rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murray. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UCLA Bruins offense will start this game off with the football. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, and then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bruins line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Cal Golden Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
To the air, it's Temple. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the enemy.
Finds a tight end. Fights off the defender. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to pass, it's Temple. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one. Got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Took a shot as he threw.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. And he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The Golden Bears backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
On 1st down from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Back to throw. It's Temple. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Heat. He'll try to do it himself. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down to the slot. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Temple. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Burgess. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Temple. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Wants to throw on third. They're working that left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Wants to throw again. Gets it out quickly.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up.
Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick.
And down he goes back at the 3.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Temple. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and make.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Pena. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, he'll throw it. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Turning it on. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down a throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pressure coming. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Temple. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Golden Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw, it's Temple. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Cal! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And fires complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Looking to throw, it's Temple. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quick release by the QB.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Temple. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got a man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
1st down for the offense.
He wants to throw it again. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
To the air on 2nd down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
By the receiver.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Sets up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilliam. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Beats it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll go right back to the run. Find some fresh air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the ground, it's Wells. He has the first and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to adjust the pattern. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Past the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick strike complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick spin on the ride.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating when you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone and they throw it out the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does. But this receiver comes down with it. What a play.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one